If you want to experience San Diego as a local, this is your ultimate list. My name is Dan Parker with the Best Life Home Team, your San Diego real estate resource. And here's the thing, there are a lot of videos on what you should do in San Diego as a tourist, but what should you do as a local? What are the activities that you need to try? What are the places that you should really go and visit? And what are the things that are overhyped and you should straight up avoid? That's exactly what we're talking about in this video today. And don't just take my word for it, get some more insider info down in the comments below and leave a comment if there's something that you think I missed in this video. So let's start off with the areas and the places that you have to visit and you have to experience as a local here in San Diego. First off, of course, you have to check out the San Diego Zoo. This is world-renowned zoo. It'll take an entire day, especially if you have kids. You gotta go check it out. Even if you don't have kids, it doesn't matter. This is a really cool experience. This is something that every single local needs to experience at least once. The next place that you absolutely have to visit is Point Loma. Now, there's a lot going on in Point Loma. This is very central. It has a peninsula going off into the ocean where you kind of have the San Diego Bay on one side and then the Pacific Ocean on the other. But there's Liberty Public Market where you can spend kind of an extended lunch or dinner walking around, trying different foods, getting drinks. You can go over to Ocean Beach, which is a very laid back and relaxed beach vibe. You can hang out on the ocean, but you can also go get some drinks and some good food and walk around. You also walk up to Sunset Cliffs, which is really great. It's just north of Ocean Beach and it has some of the best beach views in all of San Diego. And then you also have Cabrillo National Monument. And this is something that is really special. It took me a long time to actually go and check this out, but this is where settlers came to San Diego. This was the first point that they landed on. And so there are a lot of sites there. You also have to drive through the National Cemetery for the military, which is a sight to see. So spend some time, check out Cabrillo National Monument in Point Loma. There's a lot that I'm leaving out here because I don't want this video to be 30 minutes long, but definitely check out the monument. And as a local, of course, you want to check out San Diego Harbor. So go to downtown San Diego, check out the harbor area, beautiful views of the bay. You can see Coronado from there. There's a lot of restaurants. There's a lot of things to just walk around and do and see. And of course, as a local, you have to spend a day at Balboa Park. I kind of see Balboa Park as like the heart of San Diego. It has all these communities surrounding it. You have downtown San Diego, Little Italy, North Park, South Park, University Heights, Hillcrest, Bankers Hill. All these communities are surrounding Balboa Park, which is a 1,200 acre park. There's a golf course. There is a disc golf course. There's a lot of just open grassy land. There are kids parks. There's a lot that you can do here. So you can really spend multiple days at Balboa Park. You can also go check out any of the 15 museums in the park. So this is something as a local, you absolutely have to check out. And one last thing I would throw in there as far as the areas to check out as a local, don't just stay in the city, check out North County coastal San Diego. So you have Solana Beach, you have Encinitas, you have Carlsbad Village, you have Oceanside. Spend some time up in those areas. Every single coastal community in San Diego has a walkable area and has a very different, unique vibe. And up in North County tends to have a little bit more of a locals feel as opposed to more of a touristy feel, I believe, in the city of San Diego. So definitely spend some time, check out Solana Beach, Encinitas, Carlsbad Village, Oceanside, in no particular order. They're all really great places. All right, so those were the places specifically that you need to visit. Now let's talk about the activities that you need to try here in San Diego, and there are a lot of them. So starting off, the main activity that you need to check out here in San Diego is hiking. There are hiking trails all throughout San Diego County. I mean, it pretty much doesn't matter where you live. You're going to be probably 10 to 15 minutes from some type of hike. A lot of them are dog friendly. So if you have dogs, you can bring your dogs on these hikes. And some notable hikes are going to be Cowles Mountain, which is the highest point in the city of San Diego. It is probably about 45 minutes up to the top and just a really, really cool views. So definitely check out Cowles Mountain. That's in Mission Trails Regional Park. And then you can also check out Torrey Pines State Reserve Park. Now that's a really beautiful one right on the coast. There are a crazy amount of hikes here in San Diego, a lot of really good ones, but those are two notables that you should probably go and check out. And after hiking, there are a lot of other activities that you should try out. Hiking is obviously the easiest one because you can just go at any time and go on a hike, but these other ones are going to take a little bit more work to plan out, but you should definitely go surfing at some point. There are places throughout San Diego County where you can rent surfboards. Definitely do it. You can go to any beach. There's going to be a surfing area and go in and check it out. Go try surfing. There are classes. There's all sorts of different things. You could also do kayaking or paddleboarding. And for that, I would recommend going to La Jolla. If you go down into La Jolla, there are actually a lot of stands that have different tours. So this is one of the best areas. You have protected waters down there. So there's more ocean wildlife that you can see, and the tours are really fun. You can kind of go into or around the caves. I've done it a couple of times, and it's always a good time. And for the thrill seekers out there, you can try paragliding. Going back to La Jolla, there are a lot of kind of cliff faces and really pretty areas in La Jolla that you can check out. This is the best area in San Diego. If you want to go paragliding, this is where you check it out. And the other activities are golf. So if you are a golfer, great. There are some really high-end golf courses throughout the county. But even if you're not, there are some small municipal city-owned courses. You could go down to Balboa Park like I had mentioned. In Point Loma over in Liberty Station, there is a extremely small course that does night golf with glow balls, and it's really just a lot of fun. It's a small course, a good time. You don't have to be good to do it. Definitely go and check it out. And lastly, one of my favorite activities here in San Diego is gonna be riding bikes or e-bikes up and down the coast. So all up and down the coast next to Pacific Highway, there are some really good bike trails and some of the best views that you're just gonna find. And the next category is gonna be one of my favorite categories. It's gonna be the best restaurants here in San Diego. Now, throughout the county, there are amazing restaurants all over the place, but there are two places in particular that I think are most notable for having specific types of cuisine or having specific quantity or quality of restaurants. The first one is going to be Little Italy. No questions, hands down, this is the best place to go if you just want good food. And it's not just Italian food, they definitely have incredible Italian food, but there are so many good restaurants down in Little Italy. And what happened is, back when Top Chef was starting up, some of the original top chefs opened up some restaurants down in Little Italy. And that kind of started this whole rejuvenation of the area. And so that's where a lot of the top chefs in San Diego County started to open up their restaurants. And I'm not even gonna start to name all of them for you. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna include a resource down below. You don't have to sign up or anything, just a PDF that shows our favorite restaurants throughout the county, including some of our favorite restaurants in Little Italy. Because, man, it's one place you have to check out. There's no question, you have to go to Little Italy. And the next area is for kind of specific type of cuisine is the Convoy District in Kearny Mesa. Now, this is the area where you're gonna get all of the different Asian cuisines. You definitely get some really good ramen up there. There are some sushi spots. There's gonna be Korean barbecue, just an entire plethora of incredible Asian cuisine. So if that's what you're in the mood for, Convoy District is where it's at. And although this isn't restaurant specific, don't forget, San Diego is a major hub for craft beer. So there's over 130 breweries throughout the county. A couple that I would really recommend, I really like Society Brewing. They just opened a location down in Old Town. You also have Stone. I think they have one of the best restaurant experiences. So whether you go up to Escondido or whether you go to Liberty Station, they're incredible restaurants and venues to go and check out. And Modern Times is also going to be there on the list for me. They have a couple of different locations that you can go to, storefronts where you can try their beer and their roasted coffee, which is really good. And lastly, maybe most importantly, what do you need to avoid here in San Diego? What is like so overhyped it's not worth checking out? First of all, you're gonna have Gaslamp Quarter. Now, look, there are some cool restaurants, there are some things to see. I think everyone needs to experience Gaslamp at some point. You have the Padres Stadium is down there. There's reasons to go down there. But if you're just looking for a night out, that is 100% a tourist zone. Locals don't really go to the Gaslamp District to just hang out. Instead, I'd recommend go up to Little Italy like I was talking about. That's where the restaurants are. That's where the locals like to go. That's where you're gonna have, I think, a little bit better of an experience. In total, Gaslamp, downtown San Diego, avoid it as a local. And the second thing that you should avoid is getting Mexican food in Old Town. Now, I can pretty much guarantee I'm gonna get some heat for this one, but the reality is the restaurants over there, I think, are a little bit overhyped. They're a little bit novelty. They're very good, but you can get amazing Mexican food all throughout San Diego County. Old Town is fun and exciting to go and visit because it is the oldest town in California. It's worth checking out, it's worth visiting, but don't think that that is the #1 place to get Mexican food because it's just not. And the last thing that I think you should really avoid is actually going down to Tijuana in Mexico. Now, it's very close. It borders San Diego, so there are some parts of San Diego you can be there in 10 minutes or less. It's not a very safe place to go. To me, it's not even really that exciting. I've gone multiple times throughout my life. It's definitely not safe. What I would recommend instead is if you want to go down to Mexico, if you want to drive down into Mexico, there are fantastic places to go. Spend a couple days, go down to Valle de Guadalupe. You can get there in about a 2.5-hour drive from San Diego, and it's well worth it. It has incredible wineries. It has incredible restaurants, like farm-to-table restaurants. It has really fun places to go and visit and stay, like nice boutique hotels. highly recommend Valle de Guadalupe. Do that over spending a day trip down in Tijuana, because it's just, you're gonna be disappointed. And as a little bonus, if you want to know the hidden gem neighborhoods here in San Diego, if you're looking for a place to live, you need to check out this video right here. And that's it. Remember, if you're ever looking to buy or sell a home here in San Diego County, reach out to the Best Life Home team. We'd love to help. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.